Hey, what's going on, Dog fans? Aaron Murray, and we're back with another Dogs getting ready for the NFL draft here with one of my favorite players of the past decade. Guys I played with, guys I've watched. This man has been one of my favorites. It is Dan Jackson, Mr. Do It All. And man, I remember even talking with you one of the first times after that first national championship. Everyone talked about that final touchdown with Keeley and the big block that you will forever be remembered, leading the way there to close out that national championship. But what an incredible career. It was so much fun to watch you grow, develop, and become one of the best leaders that I've seen at the University of Georgia. So appreciate you taking some time today, Dan.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. Thanks for having me. It's been a wild ride for sure. The past 6 years, but I couldn't be more thankful. Especially for the relationships I built with all the guys, and just excited for what's next.
All right. Speaking of 6 years and in your time at Georgia, you old man, um, did you imagine, go back 7 years, did you imagine that it would turn out this way? Multiple national championships, multiple SECs, multiple playoff berths, the big plays that you made. Was that ever a thought 7 years ago that this was the way my career was going to end up being?
I mean, definitely the dream. Parts of it. Um, that's everybody's goal. I know. Coming in with the guys I did come in with, and then finally getting to play my third year, and I mean the national championship's the goal every year, obviously.
Yeah.
But you know, definitely definitely dreamed of it. I think it's really important to have the confidence in yourself. That's number one, and just believe that you can do everything. But it's like I've said countless times, I had a ton of help along the way. And just really just thankful for my time there because I wish I could have played immediately, but I've sat behind some great players and just tried to learn as much as I could from them.
Speaking of great player, the guys that you were behind, the guys that you played with. I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, we're watching those guys in the NFL right now, like Javon and Kamari making plays in the playoffs. Just like
Yep.
you were a part of a lot of those guys. I mean, all those guys for the Eagles in the Super
hmm
Bowl run. You're with those guys as well. When you think about those teammates and those guys, especially in the secondary, obviously that's Kirby's baby.
hmm
What are like one or two guys that stand out for you that one day you'll tell your kids, hey, I played with so and this guy meant this to my game, whether that is Malachi or Kamari or Javon or whoever it may
hmm
be, made that impact for how you style your game maybe a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I could go on and on talking with everybody I played with. Especially like you just say, Kamari, um, Bull, Tyke. Those are the most recent. But I'm really thankful to play with Malachi too. I mean, we've gone through dang near everything together, and especially how successful he's been. But coming in, I came in with Lewis Seen, and
Yeah.
that's my dog. I'm super pumped for him. Just got his first Super Bowl ring. I think he's got multiple on his way too. But that was kind of my dog. We came in together, and I'm just learning from each other, and then him just you know giving me the confidence and just really going through the grind together. I think that's what made us close.
Well, that grind's a little bit different from you than normal guys because of that walk on mentality. What is that walk on mentality? I know walk ons are no longer there,
Mm-hmm.
but like anyone who's like kind of just having to battle through adversity or find a way, to get on the two deep, find a way to get on the field. Then obviously, as you get ready for the NFL, that same mentality I'm sure is going to help you make a roster and stay on a roster, whether that's on special teams or getting on the field on the defense as well. But like you had that incredible mentality, that want to, that fire in that belly. Where did that come from? And how did that help you, kind of get to where you're at right now?
Yeah, number one, I think that's why I love football so much, and why I think a lot of guys what they love about the game because walk on or not, to play to play any level of football, but more specifically college football at an institution like Georgia. I mean, you got to love it and you got to be devoted to it, and thankfully I am, and I was my whole time there, and you know I was thinking about it the other day. That's the reason you go to a university like Georgia is to surround yourself with better people. Just and because that's going to make you better, and I guess where it comes from is I've got two brothers and a middle child of three, and I mean we just grew up. I mean everything was football and Georgia football, and growing up that was what we did, and every Saturday we were watching every game, and and just my parents and my grandparents, they meant everything to me, and I think that's where I get it from. But
Is that part of the aggression? Like when I watch Georgia football, and like No Sean, like, so we do a show. It's like No Sean, TK, Ben Jones, myself. It's our little Letterman breakdown show. We'll do it a couple times a week, and we love the way that like you come downhill with like no. I mean, there's no fear. I mean, there is zero fear. And some guys like they chop it up. They try to like you see Dan Jackson because it's like I want to take someone's head off. Like
Mhm.
does that kind of go with it? Like
Yeah,
that chip on the shoulder walking mentality, is that kind of all formulate the way you play on the field and kind of that, fearless, put your body out there to make plays?
no doubt. I think that's exactly where it comes from too. Just trying to get the recognition that I felt like I deserved. Especially Georgia practices. If you come in there timid, then you're gonna get ran over or something like that. But so number one is practice at Georgia, and then just trying to get noticed any way I could, and just having that fearless mindset. I think has definitely helped me out a lot, and just trying to knock the ball off somebody. That's the goal. But,
All right, so I want to stay on this mindset because then you go from where you were in college, playing big time SEC football, going against a bunch of NFL guys week in and week
mhm,
out, going against a bunch of guys in practice day in and day out as well. And now all of a sudden, as you transition to the NFL and you look across and there's all these NFL, Derrick Henry and this NFL back and that NFL back,
mhm.
is it the same mindset or is it still like, hey, I'm 100 miles per hour, crazy SOB coming downhill to take you out? Like, how do you not psych yourself out as you move on to the NFL, knowing that these are the best football players in the world that you're going to be going against in about 5 months in preseason and then in the season?
Yeah, I mean, just keeping the same mindset as in trusting my preparation. Uh,
Yeah.
you know, that's what we do best. I think coming from the University of Georgia is pride in the preparation that we take, and because that's what gives me and everybody else confidence is knowing that we put the work in, and I'm just it's like you said, NFL's best of the best, and thankfully you look across the league now, and I mean there's almost a UGA guy on every team. So that just goes to show you that what Georgia does works, and I should have no fear there, and
No.
just the utmost confidence to keep believing in myself and do what I do. But a lot of that comes from, like I said, playing with the guys that we mentioned earlier, and um, you know that overall made me the player I think I am today.
Not getting the invite to the combine,
Mm-hmm.
which is shocking, just absolutely shocking. I mean, you're a star player on one of the best teams, the number one team in America for a good portion of the season. What was that feeling like? Any thoughts on just the reaction of knowing that you should be there, everyone else knowing you should be there, but still not getting that opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, I think first off, I mean, obviously saw everything that came out, and I know I got a great support system. Uh, I know a lot of people felt the same way, but it's something that I'm used to. Come down to it, and I'm just thankful to be in this opportunity and just focused on. I got one goal, and that's to ball at pro day, and that's all I'm focused on because it's easy to get caught up in distraction, especially the way I mean today's world is. But I actually really like being down here and training and just having one goal. It's been nice, and looking back on my season and some of the years past and just trying to critique things here and there while I have more free time. It's been really nice.
What's been the biggest area of improvement? Like, I don't know how much fundamental. I mean, you're getting coached by Kirby and that staff and Schumann. Like
Mhm.
technique wise, I'm sure you're pretty damn solid, and I'm sure there's little things that maybe you learn along the way. But when it comes to the looking good in shorts for the
Mhm.
pro day, so 40, high vertical jump,
Mhm.
broad jump, the three cone, all that.
Yeah.
What is? what are you working on? Like, what is the area that you want to, that like numbers wise, that you're hoping to get better at? And what's a number maybe I don't want you to tell me what you think you're going to run the 40 in,
Mhm.
unless you want to. But something that you think is going to surprise NFL scouts and fans when you do the pro day.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the guys are in the same mindset as me. You know, we just like to play football. At the end of the day, we should just go out there and play another game or something. But you know, it's a way to be evaluated, and you know, I'm
Yeah.
just it's like I said, it's the only thing I'm focused on, and you know, I look forward to showcasing my speed. I'm looking forward to that, and just running as fast as I can, and showing that, you
What are
know,
we thinking? 4.6, 4.5? What we got?
hopefully just fast. I'm trying to run fast. That's all I can say. But you know, I'm excited. You know, I like another one of those things that I'm taking pride in my preparation, getting ready for it, and you know, I'm looking forward to all of it.
You guys are just lucky you get an indoor to do your pro day in.
Yep.
Our pro days, we didn't have an indoor back in the day. We had to do our pro day outside, and the day that we had our pro day was like 25 degrees and windy, and they had me throwing into the wind. I was like, "What are we doing? Like,
Dang,
come on."
I didn't know that. Yeah, I don't.
Oh, it
Thankfully, I
killed
don't
me.
have
We
to.
still had a good pro day, but it definitely would have been nice to have an indoor to go throw in
Yeah.
when it was not ideal throwing weather. I want to hit a couple things real quick just about your time at Georgia before we let you go.
Mm.
As you think back, and lots of great memories, championships, that might be the answer here. But what is your favorite memory? Like, if there's one specific time, moment, what would that be?
I mean, it's so hard. I think you know I've been around so many good players, and you know all the teams that I've been on. You know, what I'm most thankful for is definitely the relationships with the guys. But if there's a favorite memory, definitely the first national championship for me, and that whole season too is just it means a lot because that was the first year I got to get on the field, and you know, thankful for everybody there, and the guys that I played with. But it's from that. I mean, from all the years, for the 2 years before that too. I mean, I could go on and on, but if I had to pick, it would be that one because it's the first one.
Favorite personal career moment? A play,
Mm.
is it the pick six versus Alabama? Like what play will you always remember?
Um, I think another first for me. What I'll always remember for two reasons. One is I guess well first it was the punt block against Arkansas that kind of
Yeah,
helped me, you know, make a name for myself on special teams. And we practiced it all week, so I'm really glad that it went through and it worked. But you know, that was besides maybe the Tennessee game the next year. That was like the loudest I'd heard Sanford Stadium, and
yeah.
I mean it was, you know, it's a top 10 matchup, and you know, that's kind of sticks out in my head for that reason, and then another reason is because when I went back and looked at my phone after the game, like all my buddies on Snapchat were sending me Snapchats like this, like looking for the ball because
Oh, I love that.
I never recovered it, but no, I mean that's a big memory for me, for sure.
All right, last one before I let you go. Obviously, Kirby Smart, the goat, one of the best in the game. Um, Favorite memory from him on the field, off the field, practice, meeting, pregame, pregame speech, halftime speech. Kind of what's your favorite Kirby moment?
This is hard. I mean, I have a lot of them that, you know, good and bad. Uh, you know, that stick with me. That will stick with me for probably the rest of my life. But um, one that I really think of probably is after the Georgia Tech game, knowing that that was my last,
Mhm.
you know, last game there in Sanford, and just walking off the field, and you know, he wrapped his arm around me. I told him I never lost a Tech, so that's my
Damn
favorite
right, baby.
favorite memory. But
Damn right there. All right, man. Well, appreciate you. Good luck. Like I said, man, I loved watching you. You know, one of my favorite players over the past 6 7 years there at the University of Georgia. The way you fought, the way you battled, the way you played,
appreciate it.
and the way you put it out there. And I know I'm one of many Georgia fans that do appreciate everything that you did, and we'll be cheering for you as you get ready for pro day and the NFL and kicking some butt that next level.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. That is Dan Jackson with another episode of Dogs to the NFL Draft, to the draft. And we'll be back with more leading up to the big day here soon. Appreciate you, Dog fans.